Lord Dubbs has got involved with the story about Robert Jenrick and the painting over the murals in the Kent detention centre. It's not just Suella Braverman who is nasty, it's also other people in her department. Lord Dubbs says, I think it's shocking. It shows that the hostile comments were not just exclusively to Suella Braverman. I think there are a number of ministers, I hope not all, who are hostile to refugees and don't treat them as fellow human beings. It's almost impossible to understand how any government minister could wish so ill of children. After all, what is more innocent for children than a few cartoon figures to make the place they are going to feel a bit friendly and welcoming? I'm really taken aback, said Lord Dubbs, that we have such people in government. It's totally gratuitous. I don't know what he thought he was doing. I think it's one step too far even for people who are hostile to refugees, even coming from a government that has produced this illegal migration bill. Something as shocking as that, I find this gratuitous hostility really takes some beating. Lord Dubbs was one of 669 children who escaped the Holocaust on the Kindertransport train from Prague, organised by Sir Nicholas Winton. He was also instrumental in helping me to sort out the problem of my departure from Greece and my partner getting into the UK. In fact, it was fairly straightforward when it actually happened, but at the time it was a little terrifying. We were attacked a few times by people with guns, and I suppose one doesn't want to be over dramatic, but we did fear a little for our lives, and we certainly feared about our security. And I then afterwards took the Greek Navy to court, to the European Court of Human Rights, where after 11 years we won the case. And it's partly for that reason that I am so committed to questioning and holding to account the vile approach by the Home Office since Theresa May's establishment of the hostile environment. Theresa May was bad, Suella Braverman is worse, and Priti Patel was just a bully. So we've had a string of very nasty Home Secretaries who think that the way to establish their power is to be nastier than their predecessor. That is simply to establish nastiness. It's not to establish power. And if anything, it establishes weakness, like any playground bully who screams, "Invader!" from the side of the playground and starts making silly signals at people who are of a different colour, who speak a different language, who have different cultures. In the end, we are all human beings. So reducing the migrants to lists of numbers, statistics, and processing them without any care for their well-being. This is not only what happens in the Home Office, it happens in other departments and is condoned by other departments around Westminster at the moment, including those dealing with the well-being and security of performance on television, as we have seen increasingly in the last few months. It's not about competence or about what is produced, it's about obedience and control. And that is not the mark of civilization, that's the mark of an emerging autocracy, an emerging dictatorship. It's not something I want to see in this country.